My name is Kathrin, and I am a PhD student at University of Glasgow. I study infectious diseases and public health. And in my research, I work with communities from Tanzania, and I look at how people access and use medicines, but basically to make sure that people can get good healthcare for themselves and also for their animals. But on the other hand, to also make sure that people use the medicines in a way that doesn't do any harm and that is effective. So for me, it has always been very clear that I want to go to university and I want to study something because I was always good at school. I really loved school. I loved learning always. I come from Switzerland, by the way, so I did school and my undergrad up until my master's in Switzerland. From the beginning, it was more kind of a question, what will I gonna study? Not that much if. I really like languages in school. So we have like French and Spanish and also Latin in high school. And yeah, I really liked it. However, in high school, I had a lot of languages and I kind of got tired of it. But what I did is I found my love for biology. So biology is the science of life. It deals with everything that is alive, like plants and animals, but also humans, like me. So it always has fascinated me to learn how how this works, how a body works, how organs make us feel and make us smell and how we can see, and also evolution, like kind of how did we end up here, how did we become like we are today, and then specifically also immunology, like how we fight diseases and how bacteria and other microbes, how they can cause disease. So this is all really, really fascinating to me, and I decided I want to know more about that, so I planned on studying biology. However, after a talk with some random guy, really, during a career fair of university, he talked me into applying for environmental science instead. So environmental science is not only biology, although it has a lot of biology, but it has also everything else. So you learn about geology, you learn about water, you learn about soil, climate. So there's a lot of other stuff in the environment. And you learn more to think about like in big systems. Which I thought was really cool. And also I didn't have to choose that much because I was interested in a lot of things, not only biology, so that was kind of the perfect career for me. I was a bit in doubt about my maths abilities, so I'm not very good at maths, I have to say. So I was a bit afraid that I wouldn't be able to survive. To survive university basically. But I did. Here I am, I have survived. So during my undergrad and also during masters, I always did a lot of lab work because I really like the lab. It's like you ask a question and then you plan your experiments, you have an idea, how can I answer this question? Then you do it and then you get an answer. So it's like magic. You acquire knowledge yourself and you know more at the end than you did at the beginning. So that is really cool. And I always really loved it. So I always thought if I would do a PhD, it would be something in the lab. But then during my master's, we had to do this internship. So a lot of people would go to companies to do an internship, but because I didn't really want to work after my master's, I wanted to do a PhD. I thought I don't have to go to a company and present myself. I can do something fun. So I looked for volunteering somewhere else, and I ended up going to Peru in South America, which was where I was happy about having a lot of languages in high school. So my Spanish could hold up there. And I was working for almost 4 months with a local NGO in a food security project. So this was about going to communities in the rainforest, to indigenous communities, and talking to them about nutrition and making sure that their children get all the dietary needs that they have met. And yeah, that really kind of changed my outlook on my career, but also myself as a person, to see how other people live, to see what other people do, and the circumstances they live in is pretty powerful. And I really decided that I want to do more community-based work. because that was the contact to people and really seeing the impact of your study, or the potential impact even, was really, really cool. Whereas in the lab, you're always kind of removed from reality, right? So yeah, after I finished my master's, I really started to read like stacks, like stacks of scientific papers, and started to email people that I found did really cool research. And that's really how I ended up here, because I just emailed uh, my supervisor, and she helped me get through all the funding and applications and get a PhD with her. And yeah, that's why I'm here right now. So the favorite part of my job, being a PhD and doing the research that I do, is really the travel. I spent almost 6 months on fieldwork in Tanzania, and I could see a lot of different communities and cultures, and that was just amazing. I also managed to go on safari, and I mean, I saw elephants. Like it was great. I also really like the way I'm working. So I'm in a very interdisciplinary team. We do social science, we do lab-based things, microbiology, and they are kind of happy to have me because I can do all of these things. So with environmental science, you're very broad. You can do a bit of everything. Um, so yeah, I really like to do all of it, and that also means I never get bored. I can always do something else. I have different side projects, and I can jump from one to the other. And what it also means is that you never stop learning, because all kind of side projects, there are different people that I can talk to and learn some more about new methods. So that's really cool. I really enjoy that. And maybe advice to my younger me is, first of all, don't doubt your abilities. If you think you're not as good as you need to be in maths, don't worry, you're gonna learn. Um, Being a bit stubborn, something doesn't work out, try again. I live by the motto right now: if I want, I can. So it has worked out. I need to be stubborn, but in the end, it works out. And yeah, I think the most important thing really is to seek out good people, a good mentor, and people that can further you, that help you. Let them help you. They will really like take you far, far in life. And at some point, you might be that person to someone else.